ṣe ń lọ. So ètò kan ní ọjọ́ Monday a bẹ̀rẹ̀ ètò kan tí wọ́n pè ní láti Salvation Ministries. So I am glad to announce to you that Daddy is right here with me in the studio. So for those that did not follow us on Monday, don't worry, you did not miss anything at all. So Daddy, can we know you, sir?
All right. My name still remains Hiri Ifeanyi Solomon. It has not changed from Salvation World Outreach.
Okay, sir. It's good to see you today, this Wednesday, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm fine. You're welcome. God bless you. God bless everyone listening to me at home or wherever you're listening to me.
You're looking very fresh, Daddy.
Yeah. It's the glory of God, you know.
Wow. That's
the glory of God.
That's interesting. So let's get right into it.
Okay.
How did God call you? Báwo ni Ọlọ́run ṣe pè yín, sir?
Ìpè yẹn ní agbára. Ìpè yẹn ní agbára. Even though my calling was before it was prophesied before I was given birth, you know, according to story. And my mom had no womb. So when my mom got pregnant, I had doctors came visiting. My mom became check doctors, nurse, possible. So that's why they called me Ifeanyi. Ifeanyi Chukwu means with God all things are possible.
Wow.
So God of my only way kò sí doctors our doctors òyìnbó gan sọ pé no kò sí bí woman yìí ṣe lè lóyún. So àsọtẹ́lẹ̀ it was a prophecy and I was given birth to. But you know, we came to the world and we became another thing. You know what I mean? And worldliness and the devil and so we were deep into the world, we deep into satanic. We became an enterprise in the hand of the devil. And at some point, I think it was early 2001 or so, or if I would check. And it began, I began to feel that, a presence that I can't imagine. I was deep into sin. I remember there was a time, I was into politics. I was deep.
Wow.
I wanted to become the president of Nigeria. And to be sincere, it wasn't to come and serve the people. It was to come and take my own.
Your national cake.
Exactly. So so we had that mindset, make it at all costs. I was doing everything that would make me make money. But I discovered one thing, something will always hinder. I tried several things, I opened a company at the age of 20. The day I opened it was the day it collapsed.
Oh, interesting.
Wow. Seriously. The day I opened it was at 20. I started I joined politics at the age, I was very young, and I rose to the top cadre, in politics. But God said, no. I kept, there's this thing, come and block me. I would have it got to a point. I told you I'm Igbo, but I was born in Lagos.
Okay,
I grew up in Lagos. I became the youth leader, as in PDP. Then we were I was, my God.
You're very ambitious.
Seriously, I became the youth leader and I ran it for several years. The records are there. PDP, we were part of those who visited Obasanjo to compel him to come and with my boss, to compel him to come and run. People kept visiting him when he was released from the prison. But that's not why we're here.
Yes,
It's not. So, in long story cut short, I was in the world. I was even putting on Jalamia the day God called me. Seriously, because I sing Fuji too. I was doing everything. So I was born in Lagos. So at some point, where I was called is a place in Bariga. So people know me they call me Ayinde, even though I'm Igbo, because I sing Fuji, Amangbawo, things like that. So they call me Ayinde. They tell them Ayinde, I'm Ayinde to the pastor, things like that. So that was where, I was putting on Jalamia. With this Muslim festival,
Okay.
I sold Jalamia. So I was anything to anybody. You can go to anything, anybody, any place, any religion, anything goes. So that day, the church that my dad attends, we live at the back. We had a 4-bedroom flat at the back. So I was lying down, and there's this program they do every morning in the church. And all of a sudden, that was when this song came out, Send Down Fire. It just came out. So that was the song they were singing. And all of a sudden, it was later I knew they were two angels. I was fornicating. They dragged me. So as they were dragging me, I had no choice. What I could pick was the jalamia. I just put it on. As dirty as I was, didn't bathe, didn't do anything. I went straight. They dragged me straight into the church my dad attended. So they were singing "Send on Fire," and I was clapping alongside. All of a sudden, I saw a fire came, and that was all what I know till now. Nobody preached to me. I never. This one they say altar call. Nobody. I was arrested for this purpose.
Daddy, this is an interesting interesting background right there. Yeah. So I know that everything is for God's purpose, and I'm glad that you are now walking in the will of God. You are doing what your Father has called you. So do you have any mission statement? Like, what are the mission statements for this?
Yeah, when God called me, he gave me some strict rules and laws and mandates. Let me use the word mandate. And in that mandate, I was told, don't ever. He spoke to me in Yoruba. So that was when I knew something was fishy. Yeah, I had. So I was laying. So when the fire came, I didn't get myself. So I went somewhere upstairs and I laid down. And I saw heaven came down, literally on my head. All the stars in heaven on my head. I can remember. And I was looking at everything. I had that angel. I had that from heaven clearly. He said so many things. But the ones I can say now, because there are things I can't say now, for now, Kimala Dabi Joseph, no, Rofo Lopa Rofo, Obi Momeji Onile ohun ti kun, things like that. So I had to be very careful. So he said, when he called me, he said, you mustn't at any point establish your own church. So and I've raised people, I've established over 100 church. Not for me. I help people to I'm a missionary, I'm a field evangelist. So he told me all these things. He said, you must not. It's a must. You shouldn't. So why did he empower me? He said, I'm like Samuel. He said, you are not a king, but you are called to raise kings. So I've been called to raise people. My God, to the glory of God, people has been raised. People have been raised, no matter who, the low, the mighty, the uneducated, the illiterate, the educated ones, has been raised in various fields, not just in ministry, in various. So he told me, raise people, sharpen people. So if I meet you, my role is to sharpen you. And he told me, warn people about the judgment of God. Warn people. And he said, strengthen people, remind people, And he said, just be available. He told me, just be available. He said, I'll be sending you. I didn't know it wasn't going to be easy. At some point, I started in Lagos. It was glorious. I was on TV, on radio, newspapers, LTV channel. I still remember all those things. And that was over 20 years ago. But all of a sudden, he said, this is why I called you. Now, he said, leave the church setting. Now go from one jungle to the other. I've been to the north, to the east. At some point, we lived practically in the jungle for almost 4-6 years. In the jungle. He said, I have a reason. So he didn't tell me why until after the period was expired. And he said, you have to do this. You have to be trained. So he said all those things was to sharpen you so that you can cut through. So that is it for now. So those are the mission statements for now.
Okay. Fún àwọn tí ò gbọ́ òyìnbó, Daddy sọ pé Ọlọ́run ò pè àwọn láti dá church sílẹ̀ o.
Ìjọ
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Ọlọ́run ò pè wọ́n láti dá ìjọ sílẹ̀. Ṣẹ̀dá mọ̀ pé mi ò wá sọ pé àwọn tó bá níjọ pé wọn ò ṣe dá or something, but strict instruction tí Ọlọ́run fún àwọn nìyẹn. That is very interesting. So, Daddy, why have you decided to host this program in Oyo State? Why Oyo State?
Yeah, it's a basic instruction from God. It's a basic instruction from God. It is not from me, but from God. Okay, it's on. So I only alone no lead titi tafi debi. It's just God. It's just God. So He said He has chosen Oyo people. He has chosen Oyo, Ibadan, and every for this end time revival.
Okay. Kí ni ìdí tẹ́tí fẹ́ focus lé lórí àwọn evangelist, àwọn tó máa ń jèrè ọkàn?
Because tọ́lọ̀ bá ti rán èèyàn níṣẹ́ èèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ tẹ̀lé bó ṣe fẹ́. Ohun kan tó sọ ń sìn nípa àwọn evangelist I really don't know, but he said he wants them to because evangelists don't normally reach out. Àwọn náà máa lè jẹ́ kí iná yìí kó tètè spread dáadáa, and vehicle ọkọ̀ tọ́lọ̀ máa ń lò láti spread ìwàláàyè ẹ̀ lóòótọ́ òun ni ìyìnrere. So ìyìnrere gbọ́dọ̀ ṣíwájú kí iná tó tẹ̀lé.
Okay.
Ṣó ti yé?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni sà. So social media handle wo ni àwọn èèyàn lè reach out sí?
It is just simple. Kọ́kọ́ Google Ifeanyi Ohiri ní any social media. Ifeanyi Ohiri. Ifeanyi YouTube, Facebook, anything, TikTok, Instagram. Ifeanyi Ohiri or Ifeanyi Ohiri Solomon.
Okay.
Anyone. Ifeanyi Ifeany. Then Ohiri Ohiri.
Okay. Daddy, ṣé ẹ ní any contact number tí ẹ fẹ́ káwọn èèyàn
Yeah,
pè?
contact number tí àwọn èèyàn lè máa pè sí òun ní 08023960264. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n tún 08023960264.
Okay, 08023960264.
But fáwọn tó ń gbọ́ wa lókè òkun wọ́n láti fi *234 sí.
+234.
+234.
Okay. Time wo ni program yìí sá?
Nínú láti jẹ́ kó rọ̀ àwọn èèyàn lọ́rùn gẹ́gẹ́ bá a ṣe sọ níjọ́ Monday òun ni pé 7 o'clock nírọ̀lẹ́ 7 p.m. Nigerian time, Mondays and Wednesdays 7 p.m.
Okay. Òun lẹ ti gbọ́ yẹn o, 7 p.m. Nigerian time. So bí wá jẹ́ pé èmi lẹ́yìn máa set alarm mi torí I cannot miss out on this meeting. It is power packed. Ẹ dẹ̀ ti gbọ́, you've heard from the horse's mouth. So thank you very much. We'll be meeting. Make sure that on Monday, set your alarm 7 p.m. On Wednesday, set your alarm 7 p.m. Working class, anybody. There is no religion discrimination. Till next time. Bye.